I made this Don Brothers helmet from EVA foam, and in this video I will show you how I making it. Please check the description to find out what is needed. And turn on your caption if you have a hard time to understanding my words. Let's begin. I started it by making a model using 3ds Max. You can also use another software like Blender or Maya or any 3D modeling software. After the model is ready, I export it to OBJ format and open it in Pepakura Designer. And here, I started to make patterns. Unfold and clean up this messy pattern. If you are lazy to do this, you can get a trial file at the link in the description below. For the unlocked files, you can get them on my Patreon. So, make sure you guys support me on Patreon. When the pattern is ready, print it out. I use A4 paper size for this pattern. When you get your pattern, proceed by cutting all of them. You can use scissors if you want, but I'm good with color. Usually, I divided the pattern in two, one for the base and one for detail. Then trace the pattern to EVA foam. I prepared two kinds of the foam thickness, 6mm and 4mm. Before you start cutting the foam, there are types of cuts that can support the perfect shape. Straight cut. Cut in a straight line without tilting the blade. Angled cut to outside. Cut by tilting the blade to the outside of pattern. Angled cut to inside. This one is the opposite, tilting the blade to the inside of the pattern. You can find how much the angle of the cut by observing the pattern in the Pepakura Designer. When all the parts have been cut, it's time to assemble with contact adhesive. Apply on both surfaces, wait a while, then stick it. When I finished, the shape wasn't quite good. I hit it and bent some parts to make the shape better. Do it repeatedly until you get the perfect shape. And here you can see the difference. Next, I cut the back to make more space when I wearing the helmet. And from here, later I put the helmet on. Well, actually, I just need to paint it from here, but since the weather is not friendly lately, I covered the mask using this. The silver one is called synthetic leather in my country. Well, this one is quite cheap, but the quality is not that great either. Not elastic, and when I fold it, leaves a mark. While the black one is called enamel. Enamel fabric is the opposite. Quite expensive but worth it for the quality. So elastic and leave no mark when you fold it. But I used synthetic leather for this helmet. Simply just apply contact adhesive on both. When it is slightly dry, cover the foam with synthetic leather. You can press and hit it to cover sharp corners. And this is how I lock the tip so they don't come off easily. Proceed to another section. As you've seen, I cut the helmet into pieces based on color and the possibility to cover. If the part of the helmet is not possible to cover, I again cut it into several parts. Next, I use power glue to assemble all of them. And next, I covered the visor with masking tape to make a visor pattern. Simply to just draw following the shape of the visor, and I used this plastic sheet for the visor glass. After that, peel off the masking tape, paste and trace it on the plastic sheet, then cut it along the line. Next, I paint it with black candy. I'll show you how this candy paint works at the end of the video. And after that, I made a hole in the visor so I could see from the inside. I made it not too big, as long as it was enough for the viewing area. Then attach the plastic sheet using contact adhesive. Apply to the visor and also the unpainted plastic side, and then attach the plastic sheet to the visor. Next step, I use a neodymium magnet for the lock system. Drill a bit. Power glue and place the magnet. And also place the magnet on the other side of the helmet. Last, I use an elastic band as a support to keep this part in place. I put it together with piece of EVA foam and attach it with power glue here, and right there. And this is how I wear it. And this is how the visor looks from the outside. Quite dark, but quite bright if you see from the inside. That's it. Thanks for watching. I want to thank everyone who always support this channel, especially the following superfans. And please consider supporting this channel on Patreon. Get free exclusive file from every post, then shout out your name in every video. Don't forget to subscribe.